Welcome back to Auto Craze, where we explore the most innovative, unique, and exciting vehicles hitting the roadside and sometimes even going off them. If you love camping, adventure, and futuristic design, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into one of the most interesting releases in the travel and micromobility scene, the 2025 Tricycle Camper. This isn't your everyday camper or your average trike. This is a vehicle that sits at the intersection of freedom, creativity, and practicality. Whether you're a solo traveler, a minimalist camper, or someone who simply loves compact and eco-friendly transport, this trike camper could be your next big obsession. So, grab a seat, maybe a hot drink, and settle in. This is going to be an in-depth review of everything the 2025 Tricycle Camper has to offer up: its specs, performance, exterior design, on-road behavior, features, and why it might just be one of the most clever ways to travel light and live large. Let's begin with what this machine actually is. At first glance, it looks like a hybrid between a recumbent trike and a streamlined camper pod. And that's exactly what it is. But the engineering behind it is a lot more refined than it looks. The 2025 model continues to build on the successes and lessons of previous versions. It's lightweight, fully enclosed, and offers a surprising amount of utility for something so compact. Made with an aluminum alloy frame and a weather-resistant composite shell, the trike is built for endurance. It's designed to withstand not just daily commuting but also long-haul adventures across varied terrains. Whether you're headed through city bike paths, coastal roads, or dirt tracks through the countryside, this machine is built to adapt. It's powered by an electric assist motor, paired with the multi-gear drivetrain that allows for both pedal-only and assisted riding. The electric motor isn't overkill, it's just the right amount of power for what this camper is built to do. With the 750-watt motor option and a battery that can push you for up to 70 miles on a single charge, you can cover quite a bit of ground. Perfect for those multi-day adventures where you're more interested in experiencing the world than rushing through it. One of the things that sets the 2025 model apart from its predecessors is the refinement of its riding dynamics. The steering has been improved with a more responsive linkage system that gives a smoother feel when navigating curves or tight corners. Suspension has also seen an upgrade. There's an independent suspension system on each of the front wheels, which means less rattle on bumpy roads and trails. That's a huge plus when you're carrying all your camping essentials. Braking power comes from hydraulic disc brakes on all three wheels, giving you strong and consistent stopping force even when descending steep grades. And let's not forget this trike isn't light once it's packed with gear and a full battery. So proper braking is more than just convenience, it's a must for safety. Now let's talk dimensions and storage, because this is where the 2025 Tricycle Camper really begins to show off its genius. The full length of the vehicle is just over 9 feet, with the width of about 3 feet, wide enough for stability, but slim enough to navigate through narrow trails and bike lanes. There's exterior storage cleverly built into the rear fairing, accessible without having to enter the camper itself. That's great for stashing cooking gear, solar panels, or even a folding table and chair set. Speaking of solar, the roof of the camper is fitted with a 100-watt solar panel system as standard in the 2025 model. It feeds into a lithium-ion battery pack that not only powers the electric assist motor but also charges your devices and powers small accessories. There's a USB-C charging port, a 12-volt outlet, and a digital controller to manage energy consumption. It's simple, intuitive, and designed for people who want to go off-grid without cutting off all modern convenience. You also get basic lighting integrated into the shell. There's LED front and rear lights, along with side marker lights for visibility. These aren't just decorative, they're essential if you're riding through early morning fog, late evening roads, or even just dodging around parked cars in an urban setting. Safety, in this case, is baked right into the design. The camper shell itself is aerodynamic. It's not just a bubble slapped on top of a trike. Wind tunnel tested, The shape of the 2025 version has been slightly refined to reduce drag and improve range. You can feel it, too. Even in crosswinds, the trike remains planted, which is a testament to the thoughtful engineering that went into the chassis and shell integration. Weather protection is a big reason why this camper shines. Unlike a traditional tent or even some motorcycle trailers, this is a fully enclosed capsule. Rain, wind, and even light snow don't pose a problem. The seals have been improved for 2025, and the outer shell is now more UV resistant as well, so you don't need to worry about material degradation on longer tours. Another highlight is the modularity of the setup. The rear section of the camper can be removed or reconfigured depending on your use case. Want to use it just as a cargo hauler for a day trip? Remove the camping pod and you're left with a powerful trike with an open deck. Need a day shelter? Extend the rear canopy, set up a folding stool, and you've got instant shade and rest. The seating position has been designed with long-term comfort in mind. It's a recumbent-style layout, which reduces strain on your back and wrists compared to traditional upright bikes. That's essential if you plan to ride for hours at a time. The seat angle is adjustable, and there's a ventilated mesh backrest to help with airflow on hot days. And yes, it includes integrated cup holders and side pockets for snacks, maps, or small tools. It's the little details like these that turn a ride into an experience. You might wonder how it handles weight. Well, the payload capacity of the 2025 Tricycle Camper is just under 300 pounds, including rider and gear. That's more than enough for a solo traveler with camping essentials, food, water, and even a pet if they're small enough. Some users even modify the side mounts to hold fishing rods, foldable kayaks, or camera rigs. It's truly a canvas for your imagination. Now let's talk ride feel. On the road, the trike is smooth, stable, and confident. Whether you're cruising at 15 miles per hour or pushing it closer to the motor's 20 miles per hour limit, it feels secure. The center of gravity is low, which means cornering is much more stable than a traditional upright e-bike with cargo. On gravel trails, it absorbs bumps well, and with the newer tires for 2025A which have a slightly thicker tread, you get better grip in wet or loose conditions. The controls are straightforward. A digital screen on the handlebars displays speed, battery life, distance, and power assist level. There's even a trip computer and a basic GPS interface in the upgraded model, so you can track your route without needing to mount a smartphone. And speaking of power levels, you get 5 settings to choose from, which gives you fine control over how much motor assistance you want based on terrain and how much battery you want to save. Another area worth mentioning is noisy, or rather, the lack of it. The motor is whisper quiet, and there's very little rattle from the frame. This makes for a peaceful ride, where you can actually hear the world around you, birds, wind, or even a stream nearby. That's a rare and valuable thing in today's noisy, fast-moving world. There's a growing community around these trike campers too. 2025 has seen more people adopting them for cross-country adventures, weekend getaways, and even full-time minimalist living. And with more accessories becoming available like attachable awnings, rear trailers, or enhanced battery packs, it's easier than ever to make this your full-time adventure rig. Maintenance is minimal. Like a bicycle, most of the components are standard: gears, chain, brake, which means you can repair them easily or find parts anywhere. The electric system is modular, with waterproof connectors and a battery that can be swapped out in minutes. The shell itself can be patched or repaired with standard marine-grade materials, which is a bonus if you ever take it through harsh conditions. But no vehicle is perfect, and the 2025 Tricycle Camper has its limitations. For one, it's not a speed machine. You're not going to be overtaking traffic or climbing steep hills without effort. Also, while it is weatherproof, it's not climate-controlled, so cold nights or hot days still require preparation. And of course, storage space is limited. You have to be intentional about what you bring. That said, for those who understand what it's built for: slow travel, personal freedom, and sustainable adventure, it delivers beyond expectations. It's not just transportation. It's a lifestyle choice. One that invites you to slow down, see the world at a human pace, and carry everything you need without relying on massive vehicles, gas stations, or noisy campsites. If you're someone who values efficiency, compact design, and the freedom to go anywhere without leaving a trace, then the 2025 Tricycle Camper is worth serious consideration. It's part vehicle, part shelter, and all adventure. And in a world that often tells us to go bigger, faster, louder, this is one of those rare innovations that reminds us that less really can be more. Thanks for sticking around for this detailed review. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you never miss our deep dives into the most fascinating vehicles on the planet. Got questions about the Tricycle Camper? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts, experiences, or future road trip plans. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and as always, ride light, live free.